Okay, now up next, what I like to do is add any B-roll that I know I'm gonna want in my edit. Now, we didn't talk about this in the last edit because we had all the clips we needed. We didn't add anything else. But if you ever wanna add clips, there's a couple different ways to do it. If you wanna add it to the main timeline here, you'll notice at the far right, we have this plus icon over here. You could tap on that. It will load up the selector and you can choose anything you want. But I don't want to add it to the main timeline here. I want to add it on top of the timeline, or at least in the CapCut interface, they show it to you beneath it. This way the video clips will play as B-roll to give more emphasis to whatever I'm talking about in the main A-roll here. So for example, if we play through this part of the video,
our Instagram, make videos that are like 10 to 30 seconds long, build up the skill sets, have a ton of fun doing it, and then eventually graduate to YouTube.
So where we say, you can make videos that are 10 to 20 seconds, build up the skill set, have a ton of fun. I want to use clips as B-roll showing, me actually making those videos. So here is the spot that I've paused it. I know this is where I want to add our overlay. So we'll go out of this text menu here, which will hide our captions. And if you ever want to bring those back, you just hit the text layer and they'll come back. But instead here, we want to add an overlay, which is CapCut's button for adding B-roll. So we will select that and then click Add Overlay. And now I can actually use some of the footage that I used in our previous edit. So I'm going to select this clip right here. It's actually me getting ready to shoot a video. I'll hit Add. And now we've added this to the timeline, and you can see it doesn't fully take up the correct amount of space. So we'll zoom that in slightly. And now I'll play through this just so you can get an idea of how, as soon as this clip comes up, because it is underneath our main timeline, whatever is on the lowest level in CapCut Mobile is what's going to show through on the top figuratively of our edit. That's why this clip is showing, so we can play through it here.
Like Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, make videos that are like 10 to 30 seconds long, build up the skill sets, have a ton of fun.
Pretty cool. So we've got our B-roll clip right there. Now we can add another one. I will just come back to overlay on the main menu, select that, and now we can add this one right here. That looks good. We can hold our finger on this, drag it over, and then we can add one more overlay just to round out the section. Select this one of me getting the light ready, scale that guy up a little bit, and then I actually want this one to play first, so we'll just rearrange this whole section, just holding our finger on these and resequencing. And then edit should be last. So there we go. Just trying to get these in a way that makes sense to the viewer watching.
Our Instagram, make videos that are like 10 to 30 seconds long.
We're gonna trim this right here, move this guy forward, zoom in a little bit for you.
30 seconds long, build up the skill sets, have a ton of fun doing it, and eventually graduate.
This guy needs to get scaled up a little bit. There you go.
YouTube over time. Now, which of the three short?
Cool. And then as this clip ends right here, I'm just going to trim this one back so it caps off the section. Now, we could add more and more B-roll. It would just kind of get repetitive for you to watch. That I think covers, how to add B-roll and align it in your sequence.